Take. This is Mark, the moderator.
Banks.com. The game is the game, always.
Leaf is only family. Brooklyn forever. He was drunk. It wasn't no pizza.
Avy the Process, Albany Ave, Rusty Jokes, Bergen.
Bundy, the young OG, Flatbush. Holla at me.
I'm gonna keep this conversation going. And so let's go back to this Steph Curry thing. Because Steph is not wasn't on some people's list. ESPN have him at number 2. The question I have is, where would you put Steph if he was ranking 1 through 15? Where would Steph fall at on your list?
All right. So currently,
basketball. Let's keep it basketball.
Steph will fall number 7 on my list, right?
Number 7.
And I do agree with some of the things that Bundy said when he was just talking in the last segment, because I knocked Steph for his turnovers. I knocked Steph for in big moments not being there. I knocked Steph because I actually feel that he can't lead a team like some of the other dudes have led teams, right? But at the same time, I can't ignore what he has done for the game of basketball as a player. Steph Curry is, like I said before, is one of the guys who has changed the way the game is played in today's era, like it or not. You feel what I'm saying? Kids want to pull up from 30 feet. They want to be Steph Curry. They want to do those things. We cannot deny his impact. That impact of the way he plays basketball, to me, is right under Magic, is right under AI, is right under Mike. Steph Curry is in that group of people who changed the game of basketball.
All right, so let's go with it this way now. So ESPN had him at number 2. We move him out of that number 2 spot.
They wild.
Number 1. Magic's number 1. Who would you put in at number 2 then?
Yo,
Big O. Stop. Big O. Stop. Just stop right there. Big O. Banks.
I'm gonna say what Banks is saying. I already know Banks' answer. My answer matches Banks. Go ahead, Banks. Say it.
It's Isaiah Thomas. You know, people don't want to give Isaiah. Yeah, people don't give Isaiah his props. He beat Magic. He beat Jordan. All in their prime. 2 trips back to back. No other top 50 player on his team. He did all that, and nobody wants to give Isaiah his props. The dude was a problem. Nobody could stop him.
One of
the only 2 people in NBA history to have 13 assists a game, on top of being a scorer. Man, come on, man. It's Isaiah. It's not close, bro.
Okay.
Just to let you know, I think if I'm not mistaken, Joe Dumars made the top 50 players.
He did not.
He didn't. Okay.
He didn't.
Okay, can I just jump in? I'm not mad at Isaiah, but I'm mad at him at number 2. Listen. Oscar Robertson is a walking triple-double. He was the first walking triple-double averaging known to man on this planet. So on this planet, the first known is what I'm saying. The first known, the first kept stat. He was a walking triple-double. He did it for 3 years straight, and you could really call it like 5 years straight if you really want to be honest.
If you round it off.
And we're not, and let's be clear, we're not talking about 20 points. We're not talking about 25 points. We're talking about 30 points a game for like 8 straight years. There's no way he can't be number 2. Magic is the icon. He's got the Lake Show. He won the chips. He played for LA. So that's where I say, Magic just as a ball player and what he did for the city of LA, I'm going to give him that. I'll give him the nod at number 1. But when you look at Big O, I'm sorry. And I have not personally seen Big O play with my own eyes. I've only seen replays and things like that, but I'm sorry, that's unheard of. So he has to be number 2 in my eyes. That's just me.
Yo, listen, I totally agree with you. The stat is great, but I'm still going to put Isaiah at number 2. Go ahead, Mark. You got something to say?
I have Big O at number 2 as well because of similar to what Avery said, kid. Isaiah is great. I'm not taking anything from him. I'm not saying that he's not top 5 all time. And just if you're going to rank him for me, I would put Big O number 2 for the accomplishments which he did in basketball. and he set the stage up for big point guards that could score and pass the ball. He was the game changer coming off of Bob Cousy. So that's why I would say number 2, and Isaiah to me would be my number 3, if anything, which is not a knock on him.
Not at all.
I got Big O 4th. And the only reason I got him there is because of the fact that we're going to scream the numbers and everything, but we're looking at Big O do it today in Russell Westbrook. And we not Russell for doing it, and we hear all of the nonsense. Stat padding, his big men let him grab rebounds. We hear all of those things, and then we give him the knock because he never won anything. The one time Big O actually won, who was his teammate? Well, Cinder, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You get what I'm saying? That right there, it has to be put there for the fact that he's what? 1 or 2 on the greatest of all time list in the world's eyes. He's 1 or 2. I have Mike 1, he's 2. Some people might have Kareem 1. Get what I'm saying?
Who's 2? Lou Alcindor? You say, okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, number 2 all time.
So
I got Zeke.
So when I put that there, I can't put him number 2. I got Zeke at 2, Jason Kidd at 3. Then I got Big O.
I got Zeke.
Hold on, stop.
Uh-oh. Problem.
You got Jason Kidd ahead of Oscar Robertson.
Yes, sir.
You're in a time warp. That's really all about time. That's all about time.
There's no way.
Again,
I'm sorry, there's no way.
Basketball. You're talking fandom.
I'm not
somebody you idolize. You are talking about
why is it fandom? Why is it fandom for the preference of the way that you like to see the game of basketball controlled? Jason Kidd controlled the game differently. He controlled the game differently than Oscar Robertson.
I got Chris Paul ahead of Oscar Robertson.
Like, I'm not Mark.
That's fandom. That's fandom.
Jason Kidd is second all time on the assist league. Like, when you look at what he averaged 6.3 rebounds, like, without really going to grab him. Jason Kidd will go guard from 1 to 3 in the tough NBA. Like, come on, man.
Okay, hold on.
That's just my thing.
No, listen. And I understand that it's we got viewers that's watching this. We understand that it's your thing. I get that. But is it more about your preference of fandom over what you see as basketball? Because if you took his numbers and you took the name away, you took the face away, his numbers would not tell you to put him ahead of Oscar Robertson. That's the only thing I'm saying to you.
But we can't just go off of numbers, Mark, because if we go off of numbers, Russell Westbrook is the greatest point guard of all time.
No, he's not.
Right behind, matter of fact, sorry about that. Right behind Magic.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
And once again, listen, Bundy. Here's the deal. A lot of times when you take stats out, here's what happens. Then it becomes fandom. It becomes opinion. Only thing I'm saying is the only barometer we have is based upon what career a player had. Yes, we all have preferences. We all like guys. But if we're talking basketball, you take the fandom out of it, and you look at the raw numbers that is there.
All right, so I'll give you another
stat. Again, but to Bundy's point, he's absolutely right. If you take the numbers away, Russell Westbrook is the greatest point guard of all time.
No,
if you're just looking at numbers, but that's exactly the point.
Wait. I got a question, Banks. You said if you just looking at numbers, he's the greatest, or if you take the point?
If we taking away names and you just looking at people's numbers.
Explain how
he's not better than. Wait, time out. He's not better than Oscar Robertson numbers wise.
Explain that.
2020
is better than Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson.
I need numbers wise. I need y'all to show me.
2020
because he had 2 years. I'm sitting here telling you.
3. Yeah, 3 years. 3 years.
Oscar Robertson, the darn near averaging triple-double for like 7 years, B.
Russell averages 23 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists.
For a career.
That's his career.
For his career.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Big O's 25.7, 9.5 assists, and 7.5 rebounds in his career.
How many years did Russell Westbrook play with the greatest scorer in the game today?
But see, once again,
He's not going to
look at
put
what
up that.
you're
He's not going
doing.
to have the ball. He's playing with James Harden. He had 3 years of dominating the ball. with James Harden. He had 3 years of dominating the ball. Big O dominated the ball most of his career.
Yo, listen, this is what I'm going to say. I hear what you're saying, Bundy, but this is where I always come back to saying, yo, you can't blame the player for that. Like, it's not my fault that I play with great players. Like, and I put up numbers. That's not my fault, B. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the great players outside of Lou Alcindor? Who else did Big O play with?
Books. This isn't what if. You can't go by what if.
I didn't go off of what if.
You got to go by what it is.
Your son led the league in assists 6 times.
Like, come on, like
I'm sitting here telling you, yo, that's why I said, yo, listen. Again, if you're talking basketball, it's a difference because you're jumping out and talking about preference.
Okay. But Mark, hold on, real quick, Lee. So I'll give y'all that. If we just go in numbers, Russell Westbrook may not be the best point guard of all time, but he is top 3 point guard of all time.
I agree with you. If we go in numbers,
does everybody saying here that Russell Westbrook is the top 3 point guard of all time?
Hell no.
Wait. But see, once again, it goes back to the same thing. It's because of your preference and because of the name. The thing I always say.
No, I just said no name.
Finish.
We're just looking at numbers.
Hold up. Banks, let me finish. If we were to lay their stats out without any names attached to them, you'll get a better idea of a career on who actually had a better overall time in the NBA. The problem is we bring up the names and it brings up feelings, and then he can't be top 3. Listen, I can't say he is or not if you're talking about the stats. If his career bears out, then that's where he falls at. We just don't like the preference of it.
No.
Okay.
No, I can't say that, Mark.
Because
a dude can put up 50 and lose every game.
Real quick. You love Russell Westbrook, Mark, but you would not call Russell Westbrook a top 3 point guard.
Banks,
you would not do it.
I said to you, Banks, listen what I said to you. I said if the numbers bear out that Chris Paul was a top 3, it is what the numbers bear out. I'm just saying to you, I can't say no based upon preference just because how I feel. I'm saying to you, we're talking basketball. We got to remove the actual feelings that we have for players' names. That's
Mark,
listen. Hold on. Listen. Wait. No, real quick. Mark, I get what you're saying, but we also have to look at, the guys who we've seen play, right? Because if, like we just said, if we remove numbers, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Hold that point, and let's come back. We'll come right back. This is good conversation. Let's bring it right back. All right, y'all, this is our take. We'll be right back.